think about how your spine looks. You just saw my beautiful spine and what I hope to look like soon. So when we're sitting here just normally, think about just the five lower vertebrae. Think about trying to find height straight up, like you're pumping air into those little discs. And once you go to 5, then we go to 12 up through the thoracic and we start lengthening up. 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7's that a bra line, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and then we've got 7 vertebrae in our neck. So we're going to start to grow there. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. And then we start to let the neck go first. And then the thoracic spine, you can feel it kind of deflate there. And then the lumbar. Nice, you guys. I can see you finding that really good. So we're going to do lumbar first. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Then thoracic. 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. 7 in the neck. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Slowly deflate the neck and the thoracic and the lumbar. Nice work, you guys. So easy to do somewhat, but good to do. And it's good to know that you have the possibility to grow. I can see all of your bodies getting taller. So not a bad thing to think about while you're sitting watching TV. Make sure you're sitting up straight. We obviously can't live in that place way up there, right? We have to live in a little bit of a deflated area. But if we can ease up those bones on a daily basis, then they're going to have a memory of being there. All right. Okay. So we had the rib cage is wrapped around the thoracic spine. So if we bring our hands behind our head and we move our elbows forward, we can feel those shoulder blades glide out. And then we can move the elbows back and they glide together. Such a great thing to do every morning is to get those scapulas moving, because we know if they're stuck, then our thoracic spine doesn't move as well, and we don't ever want to force that. And if this is too hard on your neck, you can do the same thing with your hands on your temple to get the scapulas moving. Good. We're going to do 3 more. And 2, and 1. Good, excellent. And then we're gonna go into a spine extension. So we're gonna bring our hand to our lumbar spine, low spine in the back, and then our hands to the ribs. Now only the ribs are gonna move. I'm gonna turn to this side, you guys are fine. We're gonna lift our chest up to the ceiling without deepening the lower back. So adjust that lower back as you lift the chest up and then come back down. So make sure as you're lifting that you're not increasing in that lumbar, because that we already know goes in that direction, so it doesn't need the movement. And you're moving up and down to create space and somewhat of a bounce in that chain of bones. So if we move up and down a little bit, you'll start to feel, hopefully, that you're getting a little bit more range of motion. And you can feel how the ribs expand and retract. We're going to do 2 more. And then back down. So just trying that thoracic growth, think about where that starts, and start to grow through lumbar and then thoracic again. You'll feel how that thoracic spine can grow a little bit more because we have some more movement in it. and then go ahead and let that go. Okay, so everything we do strengthens the muscles in our back. One of the most important things you can do to strengthen the muscles, and the stronger the muscles, the more protective they are of our spine, is walking. So everybody seems like they're doing fine on their walking. Somebody told me today they did their walk in the morning, they had more than half of their steps in, and by the end of the day, you're done. So it's not like you're out there for 2 hours walking. It's amazing how many steps you're doing in the day, especially now that things are open a little bit. So we're gonna go back to the beginning when we were learning to stand in that hinge squat. So bring your bottoms forward, feet are a little wider than hip width apart. And we're gonna hinge forward and sit up, not rounding the spine. Good, and then hinge, bending the knees, and come back down to your seats. Good, hinge forward with a flat back and up. Good, and then hinge forward, flat back, and down. 2 more times like that. I don't know if you guys remember us learning to do this, but we had to do it with a pole, and we all needed lots of help. Yeah, good. One more time, up. And while we're up, grab your pole, and then hinge back. Or your roller, whatever you're using for stability. Okay, so we're still sitting forward. We're still gonna maintain that flat back. So we're gonna have one leg lifted off the ground. It can stay bent. I find that if I reach it forward that it's a little bit more challenging. So you're gonna just bend it. And we're gonna hinge and come up, single leg. Good, nice job, you guys. And then we come back down, hinge, flat back, and then sit down. Good, we're gonna do 4 more of those. Hinge, flat back, and up. Hinge, flat back, and down. Good, excellent. So when you're, come back in your chairs a little bit for me, so that you're not plopping. Make sure you're controlling the sit a little bit. So we're gonna hinge, flat back, forward and up. And then hinge, flat back, reach the butt back and control the sit down. There you go, nice job. 2 more, hinge, flat back, up. And then hinge, flat back and down. Good, and 1 more, hinge, flat back, up. And hinge, flat back, and down. Good, all right. So know that the first leg you chose, your body knows that that's easier. The second leg, what's gonna probably be more difficult for you. So be aware of that so you're careful of your balance. So we hinge, flat back, and up. Good, yeah. Yep, it's more difficult. You can switch hands with your poles, that might help too. And then hinge, flat back, and down. I'm a little wobbly on this side. Hinge, flat back, and up. Nice job. Hinge, flat back, and down. Make sure that foot's facing forward. And hinge, flat back, and up. Good job. And hinge, flat back, and down. 2 more times like that. Hinge, up. And hinge, down. Last one. Hinge, up. And hinge, down. Good, all right, so go ahead. Using a flat back, we hinge the spine forward and drop our poles down for a second. So a couple movements that bend our backs that we're not aware of, if you scoot back on your seat. If you bring both legs up, if your legs are tight, it rounds into that low back. So bring your body a little bit more forward, tall spine. Bring those legs forward only as far as you can without rounding your back or leaning back. So keep your shoulders over your hips. Only lift the legs where you can, where you don't lean back or around that back. There you go, good. 3 more like that. You'll feel that it's strengthening right mid-core to be able to do that. Yeah, right there. And then lift, keeping tall, and down. 4 more. 4, and down. 3, and down. 2, and down. 1 more, and down. Good. Go ahead and just roll those shoulders. Good. And then the other direction. Okay, go ahead and hinge forward to stand up and get your hand weights if you need to. And come back to a seated position. Remember that flat back. Just a reminder how important that is. Good. So find your tall posture, feet flat on the ground. Remember not to throw your rib cage forward so you're not arching your back to find your height. You're stacking those vertebrae. Yeah, excellent. So deltoid is this top portion. We've talked about how that helps to support our shoulders. We're going to go out to a T only as far as you feel like you can or want to, and then back down. Don't go into your neck. Keep your heads nice and tall and long today. Sometimes I say you can drop your head. Today isn't going to be that day because we're trying to strengthen all the muscles along the whole vertebra. So if this is going into your neck, you just don't lift as high. Good. Nice job. We're going to do 6 more. 6 and 5, 4, 3, 2. Drop those shoulders. There you go. And 1 more. Good. All right. So we're going to bring one arm out to a T and balance our body. It's not going to come up to a full T. Most of you, if you come up to a full T, will have to lean. So keep the arm dropped a little bit. And we're going to curl the knuckles down, bending at the wrist. And curl the knuckles up, bending at the wrist. Keep the arm long. 2. Remember, wrists, thoracic spine, and hip joint is where we usually get osteoporosis. Drop the arm all the way down if you need to, if that's too hard, and continue to move the wrist. So anywhere along this is great. Good, and we're going to do 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, rolling through that wrist. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Whoo, nice job. Roll those shoulders. 2, 3, 4, and 5. Other direction. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. All right, other arm goes out just a small bit, and then knuckles down and up. 2, up. We're doing 15 of these. So if it was feeling sore on the other side, that's probably a reason for that. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Down we come, shoulder rolls. When you're doing shoulder rolls, try not to scrunch up the shoulders and the neck. Keep the neck long and have the shoulders glide around in a circle. There you go. And 2 more in this direction. And then other direction. Keeping your spine as tall as possible without flaring your ribs. Good, and 2 more. Last one. Excellent. Okay, So arms are gonna come straight out in front, palms facing up. You're gonna come just to 90 degrees. So I'm just coming to here and then back out like you're on a table. Bend just to 90 and back out. If this isn't your neck, you drop those elbows, you'll still find bicep. Good. 4, out. 5, out. Only go to 90. Take a look at your wrists and make sure those wrists are staying straight. Don't let those wrists curl. That's it. 2 and 1. Good, bring it down. Good, nice job. Roll those shoulders, keeping the neck long. 3 times each direction. Good, other direction. And last one. Good, all right. So we're gonna have one arm forward, bicep to 90. Rotate that arm so it's still at 90, so I have my wrist right above my elbow. Good, make sure that wrist is staying straight. Back, open. 90, open. Front, open. Good, close. And open, back, and out. 2 more, bend, open, close, open. Last one, we're gonna stay here and you're gonna do tiny little lifts up and down. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bring that arm down. Good. So just checking in with your body, you should be feeling this in your upper back and your arms, not in your lower back. Remember, the thoracic spine and the neck house the nerves for the arms. All right? Okay, so here we go forward with this one. And bend, open, close. Always watching the wrists. Make sure those joints are moving correctly. And close and open. Good, bend, open, close, open, bend, open, close, open. 3 more. 3, open, close, open. 2, open, close, open. Last one, we open, little lifts up and down. 1, 2, 3. Check your wrist. 4, good corrections there. Keep your head right and stacked with your spine. Don't move your head away from that way. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Down we come. Roll those shoulders 3 times each direction. Good, other direction. All right, so we have done some of these standing. The reason why we're doing them sitting is because it takes the lumbar spine out of it. When we're standing, the lumbar spine is balancing. So if you feel, I'm hopeful that you feel this just in your thoracic spine. If you're not, make sure you're checking in where your lumbar is. Okay, excellent. We're gonna bring one arm up again. And we're gonna rotate that arm and rotate it, keeping the wrist straight the whole time. 2, and back. Keep your body nice and tall. Think about growing up through those vertebrae. Good. 5, back. 6, back. 7, back. You can do it without a weight too. 8, 9, and 10. Bring it down. If you felt that on the inside of the elbow, I should have mentioned, soften your elbow a tiny bit or lose the weight. Most likely losing the weight is best, or lower the weight. Other side, up. Good, stack your spines, keep your head nice and tall, and rotate. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Bring the arm down. Good. Circle those those shoulders one more time, 3 times. 3, 2, and 1. Okay, so coming forward with our bottoms with weights in our hands, keeping our weights down. We're going to hinge forward and stand up, and then hinge forward, control the sit. There you go, good. Hinge forward, up, hinge forward, sit. 3 more. 3, and down. Good. Don't do it if it feels pain in your knees or hips or something. And we're going to do one more time up. Good. All right. So we're going to need just one weight. You can put one weight to the side. And you're going to come so that you're kneeling. Knee is on the chair. Hand on the chair. Knee is bent so I can find a flat back. So my back is flat. Good. So make sure your back is flat. Soften the knee that you're standing on to get your bottoms to kick back so you're not curling in that lumbar. That's nice. Good. Remember that little lift of the rib cage. We're going to pull the elbow up and down. Not rotating as you pull, just leading up through the elbow. Keep your flat backs, eyes focus down. Spine is as long as you can get it. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6. Good, you guys. Don't let it rotate. And don't go bigger than it needs to be so that you are rotating better. Good. 4, 3, 2. Last one, we hold it here. And then kick it back and in. 2, 3. The slower you go, the faster you do the muscle. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. You know what I'm going to do, right? 10 more. 10, 9. Keep those spines long. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hold it long and lift. 10. Lose the weight if you need to. 9. Keep your bodies tall, neck is long. 7, 6, 5. Don't let that elbow bend. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Bring it forward. Hinge, bring the leg off. Bend the knees. Hinge the spine up. Ooh, nice job. Excellent, you guys. Good. So if you put the weight down, it's always fun to see one arm longer than the other, right? You can see, yeah, there you go. All right. Let's grow something else on the other side here. So again, it's the bend leg on, and then hinge forward with a flat back. Hand comes to the chair. The leg is usually bent. Make sure that you're not arching that back. Good, excellent. Grow out the top of your head. Don't look at your knees because then we're bending at the cervical spine. So you want to look forward, down on the ground, so the top of the head grows. There you go. Pull the elbow up and down. 2, 3, 4. Don't let that rotate. 5, 6. Kick your tailbones out a little bit more so you're not rounded at the lumbar. There you go. 9, 10. 5 more. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hold here elbow straightens and rebends. Keep your shoulders stacked and forward, eyes on the floor. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 10 more, hang in there. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hold here and lift. 10, 9. Try to keep that elbow really straight. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Nice job. Go ahead and bring the foot off. Bend the knees, hinge the spine up. Really good. Excellent. All right, go ahead and put your weight away. And you can move the chair off to the side, or you can use it for stability. Remember, as you're picking up your pole, you're hinging with the flat back, picking up your pole. You can use your chair or the pole. It's up to you. We're going to come back to the chair in a moment. All right. So feet are a little wider than before. I want you to think about growing the space through your vertebra. So think about lumbar vertebra, or that thoracic spine, and then the neck. And we're going to keep growing as we move up and down through our toes. So as we come up, we grow out the top of our head onto our toes. And then keep the height of the spine as you come down with control. Good. And up, growing, and down. Think about coming up both big toe, little toe, and then back down, holding height. That's it, good. And 5, hold the height, then down. 4, good. 3, 2, and 1. Great, excellent. All right, so we were working on single foot for a while, coming up on the toes, but we haven't done it for a while, so we're gonna use some help. So I'm gonna have you keep one foot lightly on the floor. If you need to use it, use it. If you can lift it off, that's great, but if you can't, that's okay too. I want it to still be a smooth up and down motion, okay? So I have my pole on the side that I'm going up and down on that leg. The other leg is, yeah, there you go. And that will help with your balance. So we're growing up and down. The other foot is bent and trying not to help. And 2, 3, good. 4, 5, 6. Nice job, you guys. 7, 8, 9, and 10. Good. Switch hands. Good. Soften the load on the other side. Good. And up we go. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5. Yeah, good job not hopping. I see some of you want to, but are stopping yourself. Good, good, good. Yeah, and 2, and 1. Good, good, really good, you guys. Okay, so we're gonna lift one leg forward, and then we're gonna hinge with a flat back, only as far as you feel comfortable, and then hinge back. Hinge flat back forward, hinge up. Good, try not to bend at the neck too. Remember, the neck is part of the spine. And up, that's it, nice job. Good, and last two. Good, and last one. Yeah, so great, you guys, with those long spines, really great. Other side. Good, same thing, hinge and up. Good, watch those necks, hinge and up. Good, you can soften that leg that you're standing on. That sometimes helps your balance, yeah, good. And 4, 3, 2, and 1. Okay. All right, so I want you to stand. You can put your poles away for a minute. I want you to stand with good posture. That looks very nice, you guys. Now go into a slumped position. Notice how your belly pooped out. Probably everybody's tummy poked out. And then notice the pressure in the spine. And then grow back up to that good posture. Yeah, really nice, you guys. And then just relax that good posture. See if you can still hold the height, but be relaxed in the moment. And there's everybody's shoulders. So sometimes when we think good posture, we lift our shoulders up. Remember, the neck needs to be nice and long. Really, really great. Okay, so we're gonna go to the split leg rock, and you can use a chair or a pole today. In fact, I would encourage it, because we're gonna add something to it. So we're in that split leg, both legs long, heel is off the ground in the back. Body is tall, shoulders over the hips. Good, and we're gonna rock back into that heel just 5 times. If the heel doesn't touch the floor, that's okay. Try to keep both legs long and feet are square forward. And back for 2 and forward. 3 and forward. 4 and forward. Good, whoops. And 5 and forward. And then switch legs. Same thing. Back heel is lifted, legs are long. Good. And rock back. 5 and 4, 3, 2, and 1. All right. So you can take your poles with you or leave them. I want you to walk around your rooms and see how you feel in your walk. Think about walking on the road. Feel how your legs move, your feet move, your ankles move. Good. And when you're ready, we're going to come back. And we're going to change that a little bit. So start with the same split leg that you started with before. Both legs long, heel lifted off. Good. Now we're going to rock back to the heel. We're going to be pushing off from the big toe side without the rotation. So it's the energy of the big toe side pushes off. And then we're going to bend the knee forward, push it out, come down on the heel. Now the back leg is slightly bent. Good. Then lift up the leg, bend it in. Just like slow motion, we're going backwards. Bring the foot back, toe comes down, heel comes down. We're back where we started. Good, excellent. So we push off from big toe, lift up, out, down on the heel, the other knee bends. Going backwards in slow motion, up, in, back, down through the toes, land on the heel. Good, 2 more times like that. We push off from big toe, lift, up, out, down through heel. Good, lift up, slow motion back, bend, Bring that foot back behind you, toe to heel. Good, one more time. Push off big toe, lift up, out. Other knee bends as you bring your heel forward. Up, slow motion, bend, bring back the toes, rock to the heel. Good, march that out. Really nice job. All right, we do the same thing. Split leg, heel lifted. Excuse me. We're gonna push off from the toe, lift up, out, through the heel. I gotta drink some water real quick. And come back and then stay with your foot back for a moment. Sorry about that. All right, ready? Push off through big toe, up, out, heel down, bending through the knee. Good, up, bend, back, toe, heel. Good, toe pushes off, up, out, down, forward, up, bend, back, and down. Last one. Push off, up, out, heel, up, in, back, toe. Good, go ahead and walk around, see what you think. You guys are gonna have such an easy time walking right now, you're gonna leave me. Yeah, do you feel how it stacks your spine and allows you to glide? Really good. Anybody not feel a difference? Yeah, excellent. Okay, so I'm gonna unmute or record us. If anybody has any questions, please let me know. And then we're gonna do a little bit